Hi there, and thank you for your interest in my 2002 Ford F250. This F250 has the 7.3 liter Powerstroke diesel engine. It has four-wheel drive and has the 4-speed automatic in it. First things first, it has a 4-inch Skyjacker suspension on it that has 35-inch tires with Fuel Maverick wheels on it with the Warren manual locking hubs. This suspension is brand new. It has probably about 2,000 miles on it, if that. I put it on, got the truck refurbished, as you can see, and had a lot of work done to it, and unfortunately wanted to go ahead and use it to do some traveling this summer, but I've got a very picky passenger princess that unfortunately does not share the same tastes in vehicles as I do. So for that reason, it is for sale for your consideration, and hopefully something that you will be able to enjoy and make a lot of memories in. This truck has just over 150,000 miles. I believe it has 151. And part of the extensive list of repairs, as I'm sure you can see in the listing, that it has had, the body shop has gone ahead and gone through this. We've clayed it, we've buffed it, we've gone ahead and sealed it. It looks immaculate. We went ahead and added this two-tone gray to it, so that way we could go ahead and have the vehicle have a kind of a neat color to tie in with all the black. So we wanted to go for a black, white, and gray look to it. It has a 2005 front end clip on it with the smoked out Harley Davidson style lights, just to complement again the theme in which this car was going for, what I was going for with the look of it. We have 2008 and up paddle mirrors, which if you know these, you know that the mirrors on them from the factory were not great. The 2008 was a huge improvement. We have, of course, the fender flares, just so that way the offset on these wheels don't poke out. They can easily be removed if you prefer to have the wheels sticking out, but just so that way we wouldn't have any issues with any policemen, I had those fender flares installed on it. Now, speaking of the offset, these wheels do not rub from lock to lock at all. Because of the offset, they do not hit the leaf springs in the front, which is absolutely fantastic. In the rear, talking about the rear real quick, we have a brand new 2008 and newer bumper. We have the 2008 and newer style tailgate, as well as the 08 and newer tail lights. That helped freshen the look of it and also go ahead and really complement the ARE snug top, which was also updated to have the lip to accommodate that 2008 tailgate. The ARE snug top also has 3 crossbars on the top of the roof rack, so in case you're going somewhere where you need to take extended storage, it's all there and available for you. Let's start with the right rear. You'll notice the rear bench is exceptionally well taken care of. There's no rips, there's no cuts in the leather. It looks absolutely fantastic. Got a little armrest as well as a removable cup holder. Back here you also have a 300-watt inverter. Should you be going on a trip or need to plug something in, charge a tool, charge a laptop, whatever the case is. Here in the front, we have Roxford Fosgate stereo speakers all around, so all 4 are Roxford Fosgate. The front seats were completely redone, so they look absolutely amazing, immaculate, tear-free. Nice bolster too, no sagging in the seats, no tears. The cushion in it is still really nice and solid. Here in the front, you'll see the dash looks absolutely great, and we'll talk in a second more about the 650 lower console and what was all done to it. One thing you'll notice, going back to this door, is the doors close without having to slam them. That was part of what the body shop did to the truck. We went ahead and got rid of that common issue that these older trucks have. Usually after about 10 years, the door hinges start to sag on them. So we went ahead and had the hinges fixed so that way they don't sag. So let's go to the left rear. And here we notice too, again, a really nice leather bench. The only area here where there could be something to nitpick is right there. It looks like one of the perforations may have gotten a snag on maybe a jean little button. But still very nice. Behind the seat, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Behind the seat we have, oh, I won't be able to do it, but you'll see it in the photos. We have a subwoofer that goes with the sound system of the truck. And here in the front, really nice door panel, free of any imperfections. And of course, the captain's chair for the driver, really nice. You'll see the bolster. It's not damaged, there's no issues with it. Looks really good. And of course is damage free. Let's hop into this rig. And the first thing we'll notice, if I can get the camera to focus, there we go, is we have a really nice double-din Alpine stereo, followed by our AC controls. AC was just recharged and blows ice cold. We have, instead of a cigarette lighter here, because we had a 12-volt right here available for us, this was now changed over to the USB for the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, as well as the 3.5mm auxiliary in case you want to use like a headphone jack type of connection. From the bottom up, we have the OEM Ford High Idle module that you could get in the ambulance or any type of government vehicle package. Was able to source one of those, get it wired up, so you can get the High Idle, and I'll show you how to use that in a second. Below that, tire pressure monitoring system for all 4 tires. You have the main controller for the inverter that is located right underneath that seat right there. You have a momentary switch which is not hooked up, but the wires are right underneath this access panel, so that way, there we go. Now, I don't have that seagull in the background. So that this momentary switch and this on-off switch, its wires are right underneath here for you to plug it into whatever you'd like. I was going to set this up with maybe either a horn of sorts, and this one to have emergency strobes on the vehicle. For towing, that is fantastic, especially when you're trying to get around something or you're trying to merge in. Great way to go ahead and get people to slow down. Some yellow and white ambers. Right here, integrated trailer brake control. So you'll notice, I lost you there. There we go. So you'll notice you can go ahead and squeeze it. You don't have to reach down here below like they commonly are placed. You can just be driving, bring your right hand down and give it a squeeze. We have the Full Force Diesel Hydro Tuner. It is, I believe, a 15 position or 16 position, fully programmable. There is a USB cable underneath this access port as well, where you can plug in your laptop and download from a library of tunes, a tune that you may prefer. This here is a standard iPhone or MagSafe holder, so that way you can put your phone there and plug it in for Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Shift on the fly, 4-wheel drive, works fantastic right here. And then right over here, we have a triple stack of gauges. Western Diesel, has the temp gauge, another turbo boost by Western Diesel, and then a max tow by Glow Shift. Easy readout for the transmission temperature. And so with that, we also have the Carputer on top. That obviously will show you temperature, direction, average fuel economy, range till empty, sunglass holder, as well as the garage clicker where you put the clicker in, and then you just push that up and down for the clicker. I think it's easier just to have them on the visor, but that's up to you. Let's go ahead and start this thing. And we're going to start it up with the door open so you can hear it nice. And so here we go. I'm going to let all the beeps fade away before I start it so that way you can hear it. You'll see here all the gauges turn on. Our glow plugs are off. They've cycled. Let's start it. Here it's got a nice healthy idle. And before we go and open the engine compartment, let me show you how this high idle control works. It always is on from the moment the ignition is turned on, but it is only activated when you put your foot on the parking brake. And then at which point you'll hear it high idle. I notice my foot's not on the brake, and we have a nice high idle. To turn the high idle off, you can either put your foot on the brake like this, and if you lift your foot off the brake, it'll return back to its high idle. And to disable it, you again put your foot on the brake and remove the parking brake, and then at which point it just stays in the idle position. The system is on, but it is not manipulating the throttle. You have a couple of different options on it where you can adjust the RPMs, you can do different things with it. I haven't really messed with it. I like the factory idle on it, so I haven't done anything there. But let's take a look at the engine. We got quite a bit of washout here. Hopefully the camera starts to focus. There we go. So now we got the camera focused, and I'll let you hear the engine. And now let's go and hear the exhaust. And that has the Banks, I believe it's called the Monster exhaust on it. Give that a close. And I thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If any special requests that you'd like to have either photographed or videoed, please let me know. Happy to do so. If this truck is of interest of you, please feel free to make an offer. And as always, talk to you soon. Take care.